When even your hobby feels heavy. A Gunpla burnout story. There comes a moment when you sit in front of your Gunpla with everything ready, the box opened, the runners laid out, the tools placed exactly where you always put them, and yet nothing moves. Not your hands, not your motivation. You thought this hobby was supposed to calm you, to quiet your thoughts, to give you a small sense of control at the end of long days. But tonight, it feels heavier than it should. You tell yourself it's strange to feel burned out by something you love, something you chose, something that once brought excitement the moment the box was opened. But burnout never asks for permission. It shows up silently. You stare at the instruction manual longer than usual, not because the steps are complicated, but because starting feels like lifting weight you didn't expect to be there. You finally cut a piece, clean a nub, test fit it, and instead of satisfaction, you feel nothing. Just the faint memory of how this used to feel better. Gunpla doesn't suddenly become difficult. You do. Life has a way of seeping into the hobby, carrying stress, expectations, deadlines, unfinished responsibilities, and placing them gently but firmly next to your cutting mat. You start seeing flaws more clearly than progress. A sticker that lands slightly crooked feels personal. A seam line feels like proof that you're doing something wrong. You begin to wonder if you're rushing, or worse, if you've lost whatever part of yourself used to enjoy this process. And that thought lingers longer than it should. But here's something most builders don't say out loud. Burnout doesn't mean the passion is gone. It means you've been carrying too much for too long. Gunpla was never meant to be productive. It was never meant to impress, to perform, or to keep up with anyone else's pace. It doesn't demand consistency. It doesn't punish you for stopping halfway. It waits, quietly, patiently, without judgment. You don't need to finish this kit tonight. You don't need to post progress photos. You don't need to turn relaxation into another obligation. Sometimes the most honest form of progress is sitting down, clipping one piece cleanly, and allowing yourself to stop. Sometimes it's leaving the kit half-built on your desk and choosing rest instead of forcing momentum. Burnout lies by telling you that if the joy isn't loud, it's gone forever. But Gunpla teaches something far more gentle, that joy can be quiet, that it can rest without disappearing, that it can return when you finally slow down enough to notice it again. There is no deadline on enjoyment. There is no rule that says you must feel inspired every time you build. This hobby will still be here tomorrow. The plastic won't change, the parts won't disappear, and you are allowed to take breaks without turning them into endings. So if tonight feels heavy, let it be heavy. Close the box if you need to. Step away from the desk. Come back tomorrow, next week, or whenever your hands feel ready again. Gunpla isn't testing your dedication. It's reminding you that creation doesn't have to hurt to be meaningful. One piece, at your pace, when you're ready.